Welcome to the AC Green Show. I am AC Green, in case you don't already know. You know what we do? We're building a community of goal-oriented, success-driven individuals who recognize the value of coming together to do great things as we all build financial wealth and live holistic lives. I wanted to double back. I did the radio show earlier. Thank you all for checking out and listening to the AC Green Show earlier today on air. But I wanted to come back and I want to celebrate more the life of Hank Aaron. See, I was a baseball player. I played Pony League and Little League and high school baseball, and my friend Dana Butler was on the radio with me today, and we were celebrating and reminiscing on the life of Hank Aaron, along with my trainers who were in the studio, and Eric Prince, who is a track athlete, celebrating the life of Hank Aaron. And I can remember that night sitting in our family's, what we call the family room at our house on the south side of Chicago when I was in high school. And I can remember when Hank Aaron hit that 715th home run. It was very emotional for me. I'm a young guy, and I'm watching this happen. Something that you would never imagine happening. Think about it. We growing up, we kids. Me and my friend Wayne Washington used to play strikeout up against the wall in the park on the south side of Chicago, and we would imagine hitting home runs like Hank Aaron. This is before he hit the big one. So only thought in our minds was the one the white society called the Big Bambino, like my producer T.Y. said on the radio today. That was Babe Ruth. So that was the only imagery, that we had of greatness growing up until Hank Aaron. So I can attest to how white society and its heroes are infused into what we understand as greatness. And then Hank Aaron did that. Keep in mind now, this is a long time ago. Not that long, but a long time. Y'all know what I'm talking about when Hank Aaron hit that 715. So all we knew in professional sports in terms of achievement were white folks achieving. So when Hank Aaron hit that home run, you can imagine for us, it's like something, wow, a black man did this. But not only did he hit that home run, as Dana was saying earlier on the show, he broke every other record you could possibly break in baseball. But here's what saddens me. Hank Aaron died at 86 years old. Can you imagine when he hit that 715th home run? Based on, again, what Dana said on the radio, he received, leading up to that 715, he received 3,000 death threat letters a day. Imagine he had the black community rooting for him to go do this and get this done. And he had the white community like, nigga, don't you get that done? Because white society did not want him to break that record. No, we'll let you play baseball. Yeah, we'll let you get in the league. But we ain't gonna let you we don't want you to break that. Can you think of the pressure on this man? This man had incredible intestinal fortitude. Think about this family. He couldn't even enjoy that achievement because they hated him for achieving that. But all along the way, can you imagine the conversations in the locker rooms? Can you imagine the fans, the way they talked to him when he was on the field? Can you imagine those things? Which is why I say right now that I don't want to see us take one step backwards because our ancestors have already done the work and paved the way for us to get here. We can't go backwards. We can't believe that their ice is colder and their sugar is sweeter. We can respect them as they respect us. But we cannot believe that they're better. I watched a time when all we knew when we were growing up playing baseball is white achievement in the sport. And then Hank Aaron hit that home run. And it let us know what we could achieve. That's why when, I may not agree politically with some of the things that, Kamala Harris does and some of the things she has said, but I don't wish her bad at all. I want her to do well. I do. Because she is a model for other black children. She is that. And they need that. We all need that. We need examples. We may not always agree on everything, but we need examples. I ain't going along with Joe Biden. Now, you all know that. No. Because he's the personification of white supremacy, along with Donald Trump. But we want our black examples to be right there, front and center, because we need examples of color for our young folks. Because I know what it meant to me. It was greatness to me to watch Hank Aaron hit that 715th home run. And then as I got older and I saw what he had to go through and all those things, and now I know he could never have really enjoyed that moment. No, because he had so much on it. He had the weight of, his culture wanting him to be great and set new standards, and he had the ire of the white community threatening him, because he was going to break the record of their hero, a white baseball player who formerly held the title. Then after Hank Aaron left baseball, Hank Aaron went to work hard for civil rights. He fought for those who didn't have. He advocated for those who had been misused and mistreated. He was a vociferous He was the most ardent advocate for the rights of black folks. And I know it was born out of the fact that he had to endure all of that while trying to achieve greatness in America. So that's why you all, when I say that I don't understand and I don't get these two white men, one saying make America great again, and another one saying want to reclaim the soul of America. I don't get those things from these two white men. That's why I don't, because I know Hank Aaron had to endure from these white people. When was America great? In that time when I was a young kid, in that time, I know what you call it great, or you call it having soul. When you can't even accept this black man hitting the 715th home run, he did it on an American team to celebrate America, and you couldn't accept him? When did America have a soul? When was America great? You couldn't accept a man that played, the American sport, baseball, who having achieved one of the highest honors. You couldn't see and didn't want to see the greatness in this man. You didn't let this man have his moment. You denigrated him at the time when he should have been celebrating a great American achievement. So forgive me if I don't go along with the platitudes of these white men who want to think that that time was a great time. For Hank Aaron, it wasn't a great time. It was hell for him, I'm sure. And he was achieving great things. He had to endure the ire of them. We couldn't fully bask in that whole thing. And those of us who wanted to celebrate, and we did celebrate that he did that, as we got older, we realized that it could not have been all roses for this guy, because he was getting 3,000 and more death threats a day. And he became an ardent advocate for civil rights after that, because Hank Aaron never really settled in that America had a soul and that America was great. I just wanted to come back and say that because, every generation has to fight for its own freedoms. I can only say that Hank Aaron, for me, and for many of my friends, I'm thinking about my brother-in-law, Warren Woods, and Dana Butler, and so many, and Chucky Dana, Chucky, all of us who were really inspired by, the Hank Aarons. Yeah. All I can say is that he was one of my greatest examples of achievement, Hank Aaron, because I loved baseball. I loved it. Like my mama, got it from my mama, I guess. My mama loved baseball. She loved the Chicago Cubs. But I want us to, hold tight and hold strong and know that we have to encourage ourselves. I'm not saying that, we can't, function in with other folks. I'm saying that before we go and try to be all we can be for other folks, other cultures, other races of people, let's be all we can be for each other. Because the only solace that Hank Aaron really had came from his community that wanted to see him do well. So he had the pressure of his community wanting to see him do well, and the ire of the white race, by and large, a lot of white folks coming at him, threatening his life. He couldn't even go in the stadium, couldn't be in the stadium, couldn't even be in a batter circle without people hollering at him and threatening him and calling him names. I want to encourage us. Let's be everything we can be for each other, because when it's all said and done, we are all we got. And in the memory and to honor Hank Aaron, Hammer and Hank Aaron. And they also said today on the radio show that MC Hammer, who was a bat boy for one of the teams Hank Aaron played for, I think it was Oakland, one of those teams that he played for, MC Hammer, that's where he got the name from, because they called him Hammer and Hank Aaron. Yeah. So in honor of Hank Aaron, yeah, job well done, because I know one person for sure that he inspired at the highest level, and that was me. Thank you all. It's all about community, so we're giving to each other. You're my sister, my brother, and I love you. When you rise, I rise too. About community.